One morning at home and then back on the road. My niece is on her way from Delaware. She's coming to visit with her aunts, and we're very excited. That's the royal we. My sister's not up yet, so I'm not sure how excited she is. But I'm excited because I haven't seen Ella in We traveled all day yesterday, got up at 5:15 in the morning. Although I tried not to get on my, let the time change affect me. I tried not to get on mountain time. Idaho's in mountain time, which is 2 hours behind Eastern time. And I tried, to kind of stay as much on Eastern time as I could because I was only there 4 days, so that didn't make any sense to get too acclimatized. And, which is why I ended up getting up earlier than Christy, and so I was talking to you. I was painting and doing things like that. So anyway, getting up at 5:15, my body, it wasn't quite still on Eastern time, which would have been 7:15. But it was, closer. It didn't feel like 5:15. And my coffee went down the wrong throat. And went pretty directly to the airport. I'm so sorry. And I made the mistake of saying to Christy, oh no, I don't think we want to make coffee at home because, we won't have time. So anyway, we got to the airport and got in line, and we were flying Southwest, and Christy has mobility issues, and so we had ordered a wheelchair for her, and we were sitting there, and someone else was sitting there waiting for a wheelchair, and they were getting very agitated, and I'm starting to look at the clock. I'm showing my wrist like I have a watch. I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't wear it. So finally I said, you know what, I can push you. And I went over and I grabbed a wheelchair and I pushed her, and the people at TSA were so lovely helping us through, in a wheelchair. It went really smoothly and got us through. Well, TSA was quick for everybody. Security was quick for everybody. They were just very quick in this airport. But they got us through and did all the things, and then we got to our gate. We were among the last people on that plane, and we ended up in the very last row. But she was in the wheelchair all the way to the door of the plane, and then she could hold on to the chairs and stuff. So we were in the back of the plane. It was fine, and we were assured that Chicago knew we were coming and would have a chair, and everything would be fine. But unfortunately, that was the first leg. The leg between Boise and Chicago is the longer leg. So we were in our longer leg with no coffee. But it left at 10:30 Boise time. It left at 7:30 Mountain time and got into Chicago at 11:30. Central time. So it was a 3-hour flight. It was a 3-hour flight. Anyway, long story short, I had a coffee situation. So we were in the plane. They don't serve coffee on Southwest Airlines. They have 4 drinks: Coke, Diet Coke, 7-Up, and water. That's it. They have it on a card. Show the number. Don't take your mask off to order. So there was no coffee on the plane. But it was fine. It was a 3-hour flight. It was no big deal. So we get to Chicago Midway, and there was a lovely young woman there with a chair, and she double-checked the gate because the gate we had to change, concourses for our next plane, but we had plenty of time for our next plane. We had 2 hours in Chicago, no hitches, and that was great, except there is not a single coffee shop in the Midway airport that was open when we were there. And we were there from We were there from the, 11 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock in the morning in the coffee shop. Anyway, so we're going through this hub with food and stuff, but the coffee shop's closed. All boarded up, not boarded up, but with the chain down and all that stuff. So anyway, finally I tell Christy, if I see a Starbucks or something, I'm bailing on you, and I'll meet you at the gate and I'll bring you coffee. Yeah. So we get to the gate, and I'm like, there's got to be somebody who's going to sell us coffee. I got it, So, and it turns out there was an Einstein Bagel. So I got 2 large coffees from Einstein Bagel. And this is making a short story really long. It was the worst coffee I have ever purchased for money in my life. I mean, it was vile. It was burnt and bitter, and I had gotten it black, which is not my favorite, you know that. So anyway, I went back and got 9, literally 9 of those little half and half containers. 9. It was a large coffee. And a sweet low. Did not make an appreciable difference, but I drank it anyway because that was literally my only option. We were sitting there and another guy got up to go get his wife some food. I said, don't get the coffee at Einstein Bagel, it's horrible. And everybody in the row started laughing. Only because I'm funny, not because they had all tried it and agreed. I don't think. But anyway, it was like, oh my God, it was so bad. But we got on the plane to Philadelphia, and our luggage arrived, and we arrived, and the traffic wasn't terrible for Dennis. We got here during rush hour, and I was just really concerned that Dennis was going to end up in such horrible rush hour they wouldn't be able to stand it. But it wasn't terrible, and it was great to see the girls, and of course they went crazy. Are you gonna say hi on my video? Can you see her? Yes, you were very excited to see Aunt Christy, I know, but you settled down, didn't you? Yes, you did, and you just became a cuddle girl. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I know. It was okay. It really went okay. I had been kind of dreading it, I have to admit. We got to get these girls with a trainer so that I can have a calmer day. So anyway, Dennis made us an absolutely stunningly delicious dinner. And we had a lovely conversation. Now we're up, and our niece is coming. She'll be here in about a half an hour, I think. And Dennis has made us shakshuka for brunch / lunch. I've talked to you about shakshuka before. SHAKSHUKA. It's like a northern African dish. It's tomatoes and peppers and onions all cook, and then you put an egg on it. Anyway, it's delicious. And when I get back, if you're interested, I'll find the recipe and put a link below on another day. But that's what will be for our brunch, and then we're heading to State College. So we have a barbecue planned with my brothers and my parents, and on Saturday, and we'll be hanging out at the parents' apartment for most of the time, and get up early on Monday and head straight to the airport. Christy has a 3 o'clock flight on Monday, and so do not pass go. Do not. There's Pearl. Can you say hi? Do not come home before I take her. There she is. You're not gonna say hi? Anyway, so that's the plans, and everything is good. I did a lot of painting. I did actually do some knitting. Not a lot, but I did knit, right? I knitted a little bit, and I'm taking my knitting with me today. But I did a drawing every day except yesterday. I didn't do one. So I did at least one. I did a little more. So I will give you a little tour of my sketchbook when I get home and settle down or whatever. And I actually did take a little bit of video. Somebody said, oh, I can't wait to see the video on your trip. I'm like, holy cow, it didn't even occur to me to take video. I'm the world's worst podcaster, I think. I really do think that. It could be that I'm like, it didn't even occur to me. So I took some, including a sandstorm. We had a sandstorm. It was very exciting. Anyway, oh, I've been talking for 10 minutes. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. And a few more days of live podcasts. I'll be at a cute little hotel in State College with my sister, and visiting my family. So it should be great. But I expect to vlog in the mornings like I have been, for better or for worse. Anyway, I gotta go. Have a wonderful day. It's a gorgeous day here. I think it's gonna be pretty nice in State College, a little muggy, but we'll do what we're doing. I'm wearing my Summer Dreams by Marcella Chang. I had trouble getting dressed. I put on I have like a brownish cell gris that I made out of this beautiful yarn. It's a silk yarn in the winter woods color or something like that. I loved that yarn. In the skein. I put that sweater on today. I said, oh my God, this is an ugly sweater. It doesn't fit me anymore. It doesn't have any give because it's silk. It's mostly silk, the yarn. But I put it on. I thought, oh, this is an ugly sweater. And I told Dennis, well, that means it's time to frog that sweater. I put it on. I say, oh, this is an ugly sweater with yarn that I thought was so gorgeous in the skein. I can find something to do with that yarn that I won't say. This is an ugly sweater. I can't remember ever saying that about my sweater that I made and wore, you know. I was never as happy with it knit up as I, loved it as much knit up as I had liked it in the skein. And I'm pretty sure I said that at the time I knit it. You can go back and check me on that. I'm pretty sure I said that. But this morning I put it on and said, oh, I don't want to wear that. Poor thing. So it will become a shawl, I think. I think it will be a shawl someday. I gotta go. Have a wonderful day. Please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, and stay safe and stay sane.